Hello and welcome to SMPTE Elections 2018. I'm Lane Cooper with Mindshare Capture Consulting, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to some of the key players in our community who are running for elected roles in the SMPTE organization. Today, extremely fortunate to catch up with Michael DeValue, who is running for the Hollywood Region Governor. Michael, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Great. Thank you, Lane.
So as you move forward and should you have an opportunity to look back on your tenure as the governor for the Hollywood region, what are some of the key milestones that you would like to point to? What are your key objectives and key accomplishments that you want to get taken care of during your tenure?
Well, I think one of them primarily is going to be, maintaining SMPTE's relevance and standards. Don't get left behind as other things happen. And doing that through increased education, understanding new technologies. I think one of the things that SMPTE has always done great is, we've educated, if you look at the three pillars, standards, education, and membership. Standards, everybody's what most people think about SMPTE. Education, I think the Journal is one of the most underrated publications out there. I mean, I'm after being education director for 3 years and being on the board of editors and seeing what actually goes in, and even the articles that don't make it in, I think it's a fabulous publication that we really need to keep pushing. Same thing with the conferences, and on the membership side as well. We've got section memberships, we've got sections, we've got the student sections. I want to make sure that we push those even further. And I think when you look at our membership, people talk about the graying of SMPTE. If you go to a standards meeting, it's a bunch of, older gentlemen. How do we get more people involved? And whether that's partnering more with other groups like, Girls Who Code, getting more involved in people, that are younger, or even starting that, not the education, but the kind of the career development path. Like when I was in high school, I didn't know that there was a color scientist. I was great in math. They pushed me into mechanical engineering. If I had known I could have been a color scientist and leveraged my math skills there, I might have been a color scientist. So, how do we, explain to young kids, what those roles are out there in the entertainment industry?
Michael, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today and for sharing your vision for SMPTE's future and for sharing your passion for this industry. I thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today.
Great. Thank you, Lane. And I really appreciate the opportunity to be able to speak to the membership on these issues and look forward to working with SMPTE in the future.